Hello, I'm back to what? My name is Beast, and today I fucking had a baby ass slap for some reason. Let's try it again. Better. Anyways, today we're back with Maiden Serenade. I am enjoying this game a lot. I'm curious though. Okay, it was just that first screen for some reason that had this had the music as sound effect. I guess it's because the music was like the music she was listening to, so it counted it as a sound effect. I can only make conjectures though. Anyways, let's not faff around for too long and get into it. Music should know this already, but do you know what we're going to do next, Matsuri?
願い事を書くのだろ?
Date-wise, the Mermaid Festival slightly precedes Tabata, but there's not much of a difference at all. I can't escape it! And that's why it borrows a lot of elements from Tabata. Like the part where you write down our wishes on paper strips and hang them on a bamboo stalk. After the bamboo is nicely decorated, it's thrown into the sea. And supposedly the mermaid will read and grant our wishes. So that's why people are waiting in this huge line for their turn to write down their wishes. Long last our turn arrives. Let's see, what should I write? It's rather boring to wish for something practical, isn't it? These storks so going to ask me what I wish for later, so I should make it something appropriate. There you go. Yep, looking back at what happened today, this has got to be the best choice. Phew. Finally we could pass the throng of people on the to the outside of the shrine.
願い事なんて書いたの? 興味あるね.
See? You really think I'm gonna tell you?
隠すようなター君でもないと思うよ。一日の長か。守屋さんは匠の扱いがうまいね。
What do you take me for? Fine, whatever. I saw it coming miles away. Wish, huh? Since we've seen some unexpected stuff at the festival this year, I wish to meet the mermaid if they exist at all.
ター君。意外とポエマロマンチストなんだね。
Hey, if you want to say some, say it clearly, will you? I may have seen it coming, but it doesn't mean I can dodge the damn thing perfectly. I deliberately made a wish that matched Matsuri's personality, so she could find it. So how could she find this hilarious? Shouldn't have told him. I bet you girls must have made some real amazing wishes to make to be making fun of me like this.
教えるわけないよ。匠はスケベだね。
Yeah, figured. You know, it would turn out this way. I'm alive again. Well, that's it. Festival's over.
本当にいいとこだね。ここは。じゃあ引っ越してきたら？なんてね。それもいいかな。え？冗談だよ。
Why does it feel like you're not? Considering you're a part of this game, you probably are going to.
なんだ。
For a brief moment, I feel like the distance between Matsuri and us is widened.
なん
Matsuri,
だい?
we can stay up longer.
祭り様。
That instant, a shadow suddenly appears in front of our eyes. It belongs to a woman I've never seen
12
before.
時の鐘だね。
Matsuri laments, then turns
いつ
to
か
the
らか
woman.
な。不当にしてお姿は確認しておりました。気を利かせてくれていたんだね。感謝するよ。
Hey, Matsuri?
お別れだ。
Yeah, but before that,
今日は楽しかった。私の未熟な人生でもかなりだ。ありがとう。
what I don't know is when you'll...
匠。私の世界は青と性質と秩序と窒息と、いや、つまりここではないということだよ。さようなら。
That's it. Then she leaves without turning back even once.
なんだったんだろうね、まつりちゃん。
We'll never meet again or something like that, I guess. But seriously, who is she? She's not the mermaid herself, is she? Oh wait, she said something about the stroke of midnight, so a different tale.
彼女にできなくて残念だった？
Where'd you get that idea from? Whatever. I had no idea what was going on in her head anyway. What? Why are you making that I feel your
わ
face?
かってますもの。
Nah, you don't. If you keep saying nonsense like that, I'll have to part ways here. Good night.
へえ、夜道を女の子が一人で帰るの怖い。
I'm just waiting until the end of time. Having sent Mizuka home, I'm now on my way back to my own. With the festival along over the coastal road I'm walking on is pretty much deserted. The placid waves are washing away the lingering daytime heat. Suddenly Matsuri's words start to echo in my mind. That's how I came to think that maybe the Suminoe mermaid legend was originally something totally different. Could have been about a singer or a dancer. Now maybe it was someone far more ordinary, a girl who was really important to someone perhaps. I look up to see the mesmerizing starry sky. With my gaze reaching for the distant starlight, I let out a sigh. Heckin' mermaids. Because those two girls laughed at my innocent wish, my affection for mermaids is at an all-time low right now. I know it's not the mermaid's fault, but still. That moment Suminoe comes in my view. It's where the mermaid of legend was encountered. Whoa, it's pitch black. This definitely isn't a place to visit on a whim. Perhaps even the couples infesting this area around dusk couldn't stomach this darkness and have to move somewhere else. Maybe increasing the sound effect volume was a mistake. Seemingly abandoned by even the fishing enthusiasts, the whole place is virtually empty. Huh? I could hear something just now, a voice. That's a song. If you start moving, is it being led by the voice? It's coming from Suminoe. Right at the edge of the wharf. There. Her singing voice is serene in its surrounding sea, weaving itself along the gentle ebb and flow. Matsu certainly has a good voice, but somehow what I'm hearing right now feels entirely different. These are out by tiny shimmering lights. They're not stars and certainly no reflections of the water. It's her song. The translucent tone of her voice is wrapping around her in a dance. The light is pulling my consciousness away. I'm overwhelmed. All I can do is listen. Time no longer holds any meaning to me. I'm drowning in a state of euphoria as the song runs its course. Just like that, it's over. I just put everything into her song. For the instant she finishes, I can see the strength escape her body even from afar. Crap, how to explain? She finds out I'm secretly listening. If I happen to step on a twig right now, who's to say she won't panic and run like in the movies? Out here in real life, nothing good could possibly come from a situation like that. Now that I've come back to my senses, I walk away in silence. At that instant, the girl begins to stagger. Are you kidding me? Did you just fall into the sea? I rushed to where she was, only to find that the ripples are already fading in the Black Sea. I have to go after her right away. Wait, I should take off my clothes first. I tear my clothes away, then I jump into the night sea to find her. Where is she? Where? Even to my bare skin, the water's unbelievably cold and heavy. The darkness has sucked away the light, imprisoned at the seabed. Having lost all sense of direction, every one of my strokes are in desperation. The girl is over here! Having grabbed something resembling her body, I put every ounce of my strength into my legs to propel us toward the surface. My head is numb from the crushing darkness, and my senses, including my sense of reality, are fading away rapidly. Even as I'm starting to forget what I'm doing, I hold the girl tightly, desperately aim for land. After much difficulty carrying the girl, I saw her manage to climb the ladder and make it back to safety. My body feels like a weight. I can hardly breathe. My heart is about to burst, trying to circulate blood to warm me up. I turn to look at the girl. She's not moving at all and has seemingly lost consciousness. Is she alright? I'm not sure. Felt like an eternity, but I don't think she's been drowning for more than a few seconds. The fact that I saw manage to pull her out from the sea in this darkness means she wasn't that far away from the surface. So even if she did swallow some seawater, it should be an amount to be concerned about. Hello? Can you hear me? Hey. Oh, girl, my arm gasps for air. She mumbles something. Has she come to? Are you okay? Please answer me. Seawater drips from my hair onto her pale white cheeks. What are the immediate dangers in this situation? I try to anticipate the worst case scenario and swear to keep calm no matter what may happen. All I'm praying that the worst never comes to pass. Eventually the girl slowly opens her shivering eyelids. Little by little her dilating pupils start to focus on my face. And finally she raises her voice. Where? Why does this feel like there's supposed to be a CG here? I actually don't have the fucking R18 patch installed. Never mind. Oh, it's over here for some reason. Okay. There we go. Let me just save you real quick. And then just... That one was taking a while. Oh, there we go, now it's done. I'll just fucking do this real quick. Fucking... It shall be done in a second. Over there. And 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 I sure was checking. There we go. Now it started. I will immediately start this, but I will also do this. Oh, Maiden Serenade is still over everything else. Right, I have to fucking do this here. Anyways, let me just load. This is supposed to be CG. Okay. Also, I wouldn't really say it. It's like sexual in nature. Oh well, if I end up having to censor something, that's my own fault. Whoops, that's I got rid of the entirety of Maiden Serenade. Go rescue from the pitch black sea repeats her question. She seemingly hasn't fully regained consciousness. What do you mean? You were just perplexed. I'm perplexed for a second. Then it hits me. The movies were right. That's exactly what someone who just regained consciousness would ask. Consequently, my brain shuffles through my memory, at least, for the most likely explanation. Do you remember anything? Are you okay? She slowly reopens her eyes. And like before, her eyes seem more focused, showing signs of life and consciousness. Her mind must be trying to recover from the muddy, disorganized state it was in. Talk to her again, much more gently this time. We're at Suminoi, the town of Suminoi. Do you remember? You fell into the sea. You don't have to force yourself to talk. Please just listen to me. Can't quite read her response. She's sluggishly looking back at me. Try to stay awake. Don't worry. You were only drowning for a few seconds. It happens to the brats around here all the time. Try to reassure her while surveying her body for any wounds. You don't seem to be hurt anywhere. What a relief. No, I'm not qualified to tell if she's okay or not, but she's much younger than I am, at least, judging from her height and facial features. Even if it's just for a moment, I want to avoid anything that may cause her to spiral into panic, or make her feel safe. The girl seems to be listening and is remaining still. Even without words, her eyes are starting to show signs of reason. The darkness sees the way she's soaked and freezing. Her mind must be piecing the situation together, making connections to memory. Not wanting to interfere with that process, I decide to keep silent. I leave my questions for when she's become aware enough to recognize me as a stranger. The best course of action is to explain to her the course of events in our current situation in a coherent manner. It'll be impossible to make excuses if I actually accidentally make her suspicious in any way. Misunderstanding, tension, weariness, agitation, panic. That's the scenario I have to avoid at all costs for my own sake, but even more importantly to avoid causing her any additional stress. Maybe it'd be best to help her relax with a laugh first. It'd be pretty much game over if I fail though. I should see how things are going first and carefully act according to the circumstances real carefully. Finally, you can tell from the sparkle in her eyes she's fully cognizant. I proceed to show the flustered little girl in front of me the best smile I can make. The expression freezes over as if a crack in space-time had just torn us apart. Follow her eyes, and instantly realize the reason why. If anyone were looking at us right now, they may have the wrong impression that I'm forcing myself with a little girl in the dark, deserted location. Ah, yes, I did take off my clothes before jumping into the sea. Didn't I take off my clothes? Yeah, my memory's working as it should. Various articles of clothing are scattered around. Everything checks out. In other words, I'm basically half naked. Tears are welling up in her eyes. That means I'm fucked. Wait, that's not what you're thinking. I just forgot. No, didn't have the chance to put them on. See, it's common sense that wet clothes make you more likely to drown. Please don't panic. Look, I'm not restraining you anywhere. The girl realizes that I'm telling the truth. Wait, you shouldn't force yourself to move. She attempts to get away and more precisely tries to stand up unsteadily. Please calm down and try to remember. You were singing, then you fell into the sea. I was the one who pulled you up. Finally, there's some willingness to listen in her expression. Once again, a crack in space-time seems to have appeared between us, rendering the girl frozen. After speechlessly staring down at her own bare legs, she becomes the realization that she's only in her underwear, soaking wet. Okay, I know, man. I have to censor that one. That was like 1950? Let's say 1950. Did anything happen in the 1950s? That would be funny. I mean, depending on what it is, it wouldn't be funny. Fucking same joke as in like a Nurbit video. It was like, oh yeah, I got like 1,932 balls, 32 bullets, like like that 1,900 something bullets. And it's like, that was a good. No, it wasn't, because it was the year fucking Hitler came into power. It's definitely not a good year. Anything happened in 1950? Oh. Oh yeah, never mind. That's not good. Uh, yeah, the Korean War started there. It's definitely not a good year. The clothes must have been washed away at sea. Did realize her state of undress after rescuing her, but my mind was so occupied with her well-being that I failed to take any action. She's staring at me as if demanding an explanation with a crimson face and tearful eyes. Huh? This is a misunderstanding. Calm down, you weren't wearing any clothes but damage safety. It's very hard to take them off inside the water, so you must have worn clothes a size way bigger than... Oh, you listen. My efforts to explain were all for nothing. Honest to God, just at this point, just distance yourself, grab your shirt, hand it to her, and put your pants back on. Your shirt, considering the size difference, is probably big enough to cover her sufficiently. Seeing the girl about to scream, I start to mentally prepare myself for the vanity of life. Wait, are you passing out again? The more I think about our current situation, the more serious it seems. It just doesn't feel that way at all. There isn't any pain on her face, and she's breathing steadily. Doesn't look like she's got hit anywhere bad while plunging into the sea or anything. Maybe her mind shut down for the stress or fatigue, or the fatigue just got to her. It's freezing! Even though it's summer, we're wet enough that the coastal winds will make short work of us. Well, seeing I've already relaxed enough to feel the sting of the wind might not be that bad a thing. We're both gonna catch a cold if we stay here any longer, especially this soaked little girl. Here we are in the evening of the Mermaid Festival, the first day of summer in this town of Suminoi. I'm half naked, dripping wet, and so is this character's girl whose name I don't even know. If I were to ever scribble down today's events in a diary, I would sum it up in a single sentence. Had a fascinating encounter. The post-festival Serenade. First aid kit, well, you... should be on the shelf, but it's not here. Oh, well, I'm gonna take a bath soon, so I guess it's not necessary.
お着替え完了
While I'm in the middle of probing through the shelf, Mom returns after having taken care of her.
やだ、たくみ。あんた怪我してたの？なんで言わないのよ、もう。年収低すぎ。
Found out about the wound just now. It's been when I carried her out of the water. I don't make enough what money? Did I need more money to do what I just did? Well, it's just a bruise, so I'm gonna take a bath now.
ダメダメ、ちゃんと消毒しないと。傷口から入ったフジツボが繁殖して大変なことになるんだから。
When Musica and I were kids, she'd start bawling whenever you said that Takun's gonna turn into a monster. And then she'd put my wound in her mouth and start sucking hard. To be honest, that hurt worse than the wound itself. Right, first aid kit's on the other shelf.
はい、ちょっとしみるわよ。
You really enjoy doing this stuff, don't you, Mom? Like cleaning ears.
そりゃ母さんだもん。ありがたいでしょ。
Thanks, Mom.
さあ、地獄の苦しみを味わいなさい。
Oh no, I'm so scared it's gonna sting. She uses a pair of tweezers to pick up some cotton, soaks it in alcohol, and then gently disinfects the wound.
しかし、お祭りのお土産に女の子をお持ち帰りとはね。
Now that stings, but yeah, I'm thankful that you've taken care of
あの
it.
子、着替えさせてからあったかくして寝かせてきたから。
She didn't wake
む
up.
しろ起こそうとしたのよ。親御さんに連絡させたかったし、けどもうぐっすり。よっぽど疲れてたのかしらね。 あんたが心配してた病院も必要ないと思うわ。
I trust your decision, Mom. Speaking from experience, she's always right at times like these.
持ち物も見つからなかったんだっけ。何か身元がわかるものでもあればよかったんだけど。
Must have been in her skirt pocket. It's at the bottom of the sea now. We're out of luck. By the way, I carried her on my back all the way home. I couldn't let her be so exposed, of course, so I covered her with my shirt. But thanks to that, well, would have gotten into serious trouble had a policeman seen me, a half-naked dude carrying an unconscious girl. Needless to say, the way home was a thrilling excursion. Now that I think about it, I took quite a risk doing what I did, didn't I? I could use a little introspection. Oh yeah, before going home, I was checking around one last time and found this.
誰の芝生スイッチ？
Could you not make crazy assumptions so seriously? It's just an MP3 player.
母さん、それ知ってる。
Password protected, though. She was being a tad suspicious there, but I'll ignore it. I'm not sure if it's hers, to be honest. A lot of old folk were fishing out there, not to mention the couples. Considering the cute design of the music player, it's kind of scary to imagine one of the old fogies there carrying it. I'll ask her tomorrow. If it's not hers, I'll bring it to the place.
交番で思い出した。駐在さんと今日のお祭りの役員さんに事情を話しておいたから、問い合わせがあったらうちに連絡くれるって。
Ooh, how speedy.
まあ今晩はもう泊まってくしかないでしょうけど、すぐ終電だし着替えも乾いてないからね。ただ目が覚めたら親御さんに連絡してもらわないと。必要だろうから私からも説明しなきゃ。
I'm real thankful for everything you do. Can't thank her enough. So you found some for her to change into. Considering our size of thought we'd have to borrow some of Mizukazo's clothes.
もう傑作。
How does that answer my question? After washing myself, I say goodnight to Mom, then head back to my own room. Today's been one headache after another. One of them is sleeping in the guest room of my house. In the end, I still don't know. I still know nothing about her. Even worse, I haven't managed to clear my name. Maybe she'll understand tomorrow when things have calmed down. I could ask Mom to do the talking if the conversation goes south. But it's enough to ask her about that music player. I left it in the living room. Whatever, that's a problem for tomorrow. Turn off the light and dive into bed. Tomorrow's a school day, and I'm simply bait. Nevertheless, today's events are still echoing in my mind, keeping the Sandman away. I wonder what those lights were. When she was singing, I guess that must have been... Why do I have a bad feeling about this? I sense a strange presence that abruptly awakened. Even though I can only rely on my ears while I'm lying on my stomach facing the wall like this, I might already guess what's going on. Someone's searching around the room. They're doing their best to keep a low profile. Their breathing is muted, their footsteps light. Mizuka, huh? Still half asleep, I decided to just let her do whatever she's doing. This childhood friend of mine frequently comes sneaking around looking for my manga like this. That's the first night right though. Let a guy rest. Yeah, obviously. I've got school tomorrow. Now go home quickly and come pick me up tomorrow morning to go away.
もしかして枕元とか。
Oh, come on, just give up, will ya? Hearing Mizuka's voice makes me let out a long sigh and I proceed to snuggle deeper into my comforter. Hold on, that wasn't Mizuka's voice! Ah! Sensing something off, I spring up from bed and I'm met with a kick from the surprised intruder, making me crumble back onto the bed. Oh, right in the stomach! I'm wide awake now at the very least. It's all thanks to her and straddling me over my comforter. It's you! Girl I picked up by the sea. Why?
だからもしかして私の歌歌を聞く
May have my heard? Huh? Her voice is so small and she's stuttering so much that I have no idea what she's saying. At the very least, I don't think she has bad intentions. By the way, I have so many things I want to ask. Like, when did you wake up? Or what did you come here for? The first thing that comes out of my mouth is... Why the hell are you wearing that? Her face reddens instantaneously. Oh, wait, what are you looking for? Whoa, wait, why are you crawling into my bed? She trying to disappear out of shame? She isn't very good at it.
喫茶店。
I have so many things I need to tell her. There's so much to explain, so many excuses to make in order to clear my name. Above all, I need to show her my family's business, Mermaid. The girl's expression brightens as soon as she sees the store's interior. Yeah, this place belongs to my mom. You were still asleep when I carried you here. Oh, right, the outfit you're wearing is our uniform.
ほっとしました。趣味じゃなかったんですね。
That's exactly what I wanted to clear up by showing you around. Also, I didn't want to wake Mom, who's sleeping in the residential building, but either way, taking her here seems to have been the right choice. Sorry for making you wear that outfit. Mom was the one who actually put it on her, though. Get back, spouting off. Why the hell are you wearing that? It was quite rude. Just to be crystal clear, I wasn't the one who changed your clothes.
わかってます。そちらのお母様が枕元にこれまでの経緯を説明した紙を置いてくださっていて、ただこの服そのものには触れられていなかったので、ちょっと心配だったんですけど。
Mom, oh mother dearest, you did this on purpose, didn't you? No wonder she looked so happy when I asked her about the clothes. Wait, why do we even have a waitress uniform for someone her size? No one's pointless to think too hard about it. It's Mom. She works in mysterious ways. You're, you know what? I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves yet. My name is Shichiri Takumi. Can you tell me yours? Situation must be making her feel so uneasy as young as she is. Try to make sure not to put any pressure on her.
片貝しおねです。
Katagai Shione, so that's her name. So shocked by her untimely visit to us. That slipped my mind, but doesn't look like she has amnesia. What a relief. Anyway, cute, so I guess I'll call you Shione-chan. Huh? Sorry, am I being too friendly? Or pretentious? Either way, I have to admit that I sounded pretty creepy saying that. Please don't be so harsh, I'm no actor.
その
It's okay, don't be shy, I won't bite.
同じ年頃の男の人に名前で呼ばれたのって初めてだったから。
Boy, your age? Do you really look that young to you? Oh, whoops. I accidentally clicked on a folder.
どういうことでしょう。
I'm in second year, you know.
私もですけど。
I mean high school. Well, even if you're in your second year, the gap between middle and high school puts us at 3 years apart, you see, so I tell her my age.
ですから私もそうです。
Say what?
いいんです。よく誤解されますし、慣れてますから。
Sudden back sprite.
はい。
She's really fucking hitting it, though. Her smile seems so sad. She's self-conscious about her appearance. I'm so sorry, Katagai. I've been so rude to you. I was blinded by ignorance.
どうして七里さんまで落ち込んじゃってるんですか？
Because I just realized something.
何にです？
Well, I thought you were younger than me, so I was going for a friendly big brother kind of vibe. But since I don't know many girls younger than me, I had to imagine how a brother would act. I couldn't read the signs, my mind overflowed with the useless assumptions that I went in hard trying to make myself look good. It makes me feel so ashamed.
空を仰いでまで泣かないでください。
I barely managed to stop the tears, but not the shame plastered all over my face.
私だって口下手ですし、あがちゃうともうどうしようもないというか。
Oh well, guess I'll just have to make it right. Seriously, I'm sorry, cut the guy for making you stand around like this. Let's find a place to sit down. There's something wrong.
さっきの話は。
I delete embarrassing moments from my memory. It's pointless to talk about it now anyways. I'll try to be myself as much as possible talking to you. Speaking of which, kata, whoops, my bad. Kata guy. What was you were about to say?
呼び捨てでいいですけど。
I may have been lax earlier, but it was wrong to do so. There's no way I could call you by name. So yeah, anyway, are you hungry? I have to ask because the first girl I took here today, no, yesterday I was starving. Just tell me what you want to eat. I'm not at mom's level yet, but she's been teaching me for a long time now, so I'm pretty confident in my cooking. But it's already midnight. Guess you want some light. I can't really think of anything. What's wrong? Look confused, Katagai.
何かな。ごめんなさい。私にもなんだかよくわからなくて。
Are you serious?
でも名字で呼ばれた方が落ち着きますね。
So you're the same, huh?
誰か思い出してます？
Someone from a world of blue tranquility, discipline, and constraints. That's what our famished friend said, wasn't it?
はい。
Just a weirdo. Don't worry about it.
なら言わなくても。いえ、なんでもありません。それよりですね。
Is it that hard to say?
ですから、私も七里くんって呼んでいいですか？
If you tell me what you want to eat.
そんな、頑張って言ったのに。
From Shichiri-san to Shichiri-kun, huh? Wonder why it's so difficult. If there was a course on how to make friends, I'd find this exact conversation in the examples. If you want to change how you dress someone, I think it's best to keep things subtle. Make them wonder with a little huh the moment they realize it.
七里くん。
Are you ready to order, Katagai?
なんだか距離感が遠くなったような。
We're expecting something else.
そういう振りかと思ったんですけど。
Has to be a mutual agreement, doesn't it? Gotta be fair.
そんなつもりじゃなくて。
I know. So just relax and order whatever you want.
なんでもいいです。
You don't get it at all, do you?
でも、
Are you not hungry? Or is it because you're so hungry you're willing to eat anything?
飲み物頼んでいいですか？お腹はそんなに食欲ないので。
You're not holding back, are you? It's fine then. Tell me what you want to drink.
あったかいのを飲んでほっとしたいんですけど。
Even though it's already summer, nights can still be chilly. And coffee? Nah, cafe au lait would be better. We also have tea if you want.
そういうのは飲めないわけじゃないんですけど、寝る前に飲むと眠れなくなっちゃうので。だ
Really?
から笑わないでほしいんですけど、ホットミルクは砂糖を多めで甘くしてもらえると。なかったらいいんですけど。それとも声小さくて聞こえませんでした。
That's okay, I can make it. Please let me confirm. Activate my waiter mode to straighten my back. You were the same age as me, is that right?
あんまりだと思います。
No, I was just surprised. At my age, it drinks hot milk with extra sugar, huh? Girls like that only exist in fiction. Maybe it's just proof that I'm growing older. Actually, I was hoping I could spare you to call me Shichiri-kun though. I'll just take a break. I'll make your milk right away.
すみません。
Jeez, told you to relax, didn't I? Hot milk with extra sugar, huh? Classic for sure, but don't you think salt and sugar mix-up would help the nerves? It's popular trope these days.
ダメですよ。七里くん。
Sit tight for a moment, got the guy. I'll be out with a super sweet cup of hot milk before you know it.
はい。
Maybe it's just wishful think, but I caught a glimpse of joy on her face as I turned to the kitchen. He turned into the kitchen. Holy shit. I may have been dancing shadows or a glint of light, but even so, her wide range of expressions bring a smile to my face. A half-full cup of hot milk should cool him down now. Here you go. Put a small thumb-sized device on the table right in front of her. It's the MP3 player I picked up at Suminoe in fucking living room before I went to bed. It was yours, right?
はい。間違いありません。よかったです。
She looks so relieved as she takes the device and holds it to her chest. She stands up from her chair as if she had just remembered something.
見つけてくださってありがとうございました。
Oh, right. I forgot that I can just, take screenshots again now. There you go. It's another annoying situation where the screenshots won't take by just pressing the button. I have to, do a little... See, the bottom thing just pop up there? It has, a fucking bar up here that comes out. Hover over it. and doing that just actually it cuts like it makes the fucking window slightly shorter, which is stupid, but it essentially just lets the screenshot be taken, and I don't know why. It fucking makes no sense. Nice. As got lucky, it's nothing I have to bow so deeply for.
それに七里くんには海で助けていただいたお礼もまだでしたし。
So I remember everything now.
その忘れちゃいたい部分もありますけど。
Oh, that bit.
助けていただいたのに私下着とか見苦しい姿で
Ah, it was just an accident.
分かってます。気を使っていただいたみたいでお母様のお手紙にもちゃんと書いてありましたし
Looks like Mom had preemptively resolved one of the girl's biggest worries. She doesn't seem any less embarrassed by the way she's looking at me though. Simply seen too much. Then don't even hold it against her. She wasn't conscious back then. The only one to be by her side was some hormone-addled teenager you'd never seen before. If something unspeakable about had happened, I'm sure she'd want to erase it from both of our minds. I just remembered something embarrassing. You see, it happened so suddenly I was fretting pretty badly. Don't you remember seeing me act like a confused idiot?
全然
I was desperate then, couldn't afford to think about anything else. I'm glad you don't remember about it. What a relief. But if you ever recall the event in the future, could you please keep it a secret? I don't think I could live on if anyone finds out about that. This is hopeless. My ability to lead a conversation is almost non-existent.
ありがとうございます。
I don't think anything I just told you warrants appreciation or
そ
smile.
れに海で助けていただいたことも本当にありがとうございました。
Okay. To speak further on the subject, I'm sure I'll be drinking my own grave, so I simply nod at the girl bowing deeply in front of me. But there's one thing I have to ask about. Whether the MP3 player she's holding to her chest.
これ
Surprising enough that you snuck into my room for it, but how'd you know where my room was in the first place?
それは総当たりで行くつもりで
The voice is waning. That was just a coincidence you found my room on the first
ごめ
try.
んなさい。ないって分かったらいっぱいいっぱいで助けてくれた七里くんが拾ってくれてるかもって思って
Can't really tell if she's shy or incredibly bold. Nah, it isn't about that. That MP3 player sure means a lot to you, doesn't it?
はいお母さんが買ってくれたものなんです
You can tell that he's holding the device even tighter now with adoration, also a hint of sadness. Then it hits
隠
me.
したら
Got it. I understand now. Then won't let her finish her sentence. Maybe it has something to do with when she came here all alone. There wasn't anyone around her when she fell into the sea. Unaccompanied, no parent, no relative, not even a friend. That's why I had to take her to my home. That's one thing I just figured out. I knew the rumors were ridiculous. That guy was yesterday's so-called Mermaid who suddenly vanished from the singing contest. I heard her sing at the wharf just hours ago, so there's no mistake. She probably hasn't realized or doesn't remember, but I was the person she bumped into. Well, it doesn't matter now. Can't believe she went to the festival all by herself and has been alone up until now. She sang at the contest and at the Subinoya wharf in total darkness. There must be something she hasn't told me. Perhaps it has something to do with her mother, or maybe not. Nah, I shouldn't pry. I don't think she wants me to ask any more questions about it. She's a completely different mood from before. She's simply stating the facts. In that case, I shouldn't press any further. There's no reason for me to even think about it. However, what Mom said flashes back into my mind and spurs me on. I gotta step up. Take out my cell phone and hold out.
これは
You haven't contacted your guardians. Right, my mom said you have to at least let them know that you're alright.
誰も心配してる人なんていないと思いますけど
But the loss for
それに
words.
わざわざ電話なんてしたらお母さんどころかお父さんにまで怒られちゃいますし
What? Feel my shoulders drooping
です
down.
からそんなやぶをつついて蛇を出すような真似したくないなーって
Excuse me, but I nervously raised my question. Is your mother in good health?
はい。両親、私ともに入院をしたことがありません。
And who bought you that music
お母
playing?
さんです。せっかくもらったものをなくしたなんて申し訳なくて言えませんから。
You really don't want to make a call? Why wouldn't anyone be concerned for you?
私の通っている学園、寮生で外泊届を出してきましたから、実家には今日帰ることを連絡していませんでしたし、もうすぐ転校しちゃうんですけど。って、あれ、どうして頭を抱えちゃってるんです？
No reason at all! What a relief! Her family situation doesn't seem to be anything tragic at the very least. I mean, I don't think I'm getting the full picture, but whatever. Well, in that case, it doesn't have to be right now, but may we ask you to make a call later? We're taking care of you, so that makes us responsible for you in a way.
そうですよね。ごめんなさい。困らせるつもりはなかったんです。
Nah, it wasn't what I found trouble with. Oh well, everything turned out for the better, so I shouldn't mind, I guess. Either way, I've still got school tomorrow, huh? Before going back to bed, I said I have a few more questions. By the way, what did you come here for? The Mermaid Festival?
それは
I saw you at the singing contest.
あれを見られちゃってましたか。
Looks like she doesn't remember having bumped into me at all. I think about it, she seemed really nervous back then. She was blue in the face and that shaky
だっ
hand.
たら言い逃れできませんよね。
Hmm?
あの
Yeah? I braced myself in the face of her renewed vigor. She takes a deep breath, exhales, and takes another.
大好きって気持ちはどうしたら伝えられるんでしょう。
The particular clock seemed extraordinarily loud. Oh man! My mind froze over there for a bit. That seems she has come to realize how out of the blue her question had been. She's petrified and red with embarrassment. Before I give you an answer, can I confirm something?
はい。
Are you in love with me?
違いますよ。
He's waving hands around in denial. Of course it wasn't. What a relief. You see, love at first sight is a thing, so I just had to make sure. I only managed to ask that question because I was almost certain it wasn't the case. So with that out of the way, can you explain what you meant?
私、人魚になりたくてここまで来たんです。
Okay, hold up. You totally lost me.
あれ、あの歌のコンテストで優勝すると確か。
Yeah, the song of the mermaid. Song of the heckin' mermaid, huh? Nah, let's stop that.
私、結構ずっとお母さんとちょっとうまくいってなくて。
え？
私は大好きなんですけど、でももしかしたらお母さんは。
Also, I feel the need to check something real quick again. Heroine with flat chest, non-lolly. Big chest, big chest, big chest, big chest. And there's one, the only one that's small chest. I'd say that's kind of lolly, actually. Like, it certainly wouldn't put her to look mature enough to where it warrants specifically pointing out that the flat chest with non-lolly. Like, that just feels like it may look like that, but I assure you it is not. You're imagining things. That's what it sounds like now. Anyways.
ごめんなさい。
Her expression almost crumbled for an instant, but she quickly hid in the smile. Seems some kind of initial misunderstanding about her and her mother may turn out to be accurate in some aspects
さ
after
っき
all.
もちょっと言いかけたんですけど、私もう少ししたら転校するんです。それは私も納得してますし、いいんですけど、その前にお母さんにちゃんと私の気持ちを伝えたいなって思って。
Where does the main mermaid bit come in though? Doesn't make much sense to me. Oh, there must be something important between her and her mother this summer related to the singing contest or the mermaid. You won the contest. Didn't anyone tell you cut the guy? They figured you were a ghost after you disappeared. She slowly shakes her head.
全然納得できなかったんです。
Even though you won.
歌っていてなんだかわからないけど怖くって、もともと人前はダメだったんですけど、そういうのともなんだか全く違って、こんな気持ちで優勝なんかしちゃったら私の気持ちが全部嘘になっちゃうみたいで、頭の中ぐちゃぐちゃになっちゃって。
So you weren't singing in the competition to get results, but for expression. It was supposed to be an expression of love to her mother, a bridge to close the thorny gaps in their relationship. I think I understand, just maybe. I really have the right to make such an outrageous claim, though. Me, a naive dork with hardly any life experience, saying that I understand how she feels. I feel my empathy would ring empty, so I give my opinion instead. Even if you didn't sing as well as you'd hoped, I think the important part is that you convey feelings to her with words you have to. With words if you have to.
気持ち次第なんだと思います。私には言葉だけで伝える自信がなかったんです。
Even if that's the case, you gotta get it across somehow. An opinion, expressed like any other. It's not like I've walked in her shoes. I don't know what her family's like, what she's felt like up until now, today. Well, up till today. All I can muster is idealism, words that are easy to nod to. I've never been in her position before. Words feel so shallow that I can hardly believe I let them spew out of my mouth. I'm ashamed I've never cared about someone as much as she
で
does.
すよね。
No, I can't leave things like this. Desperately search for the right words to say. No idealism, no, not words regurgitated from some tagline. My own words, my true thoughts and feelings. They're right there. Actually, now I think about it, I never caught the name of the song you sang. So we know the song you were singing on the wharf. It's a pretty good song, so please tell me its name. So all I've got. All that fumbling around. There has to be more I wanted to say. Tell the truth, I didn't hear you singing at the contest. It was only after. But after you singing at the water's edge was truly beautiful. I could feel my chest filled with warmth. It was stunning. Literally lit up my world. Couldn't stop listening. Couldn't take my eyes off you. I wanted to tend, but listen to your voice again and again. Huh?
私さっきから話しながらずっと後悔してたんです。なんでこんなつまらない話してるんだろうって。なんでこんな恥ずかしい話聞かせちゃってるんだろうって。でも今わかっちゃいました。私が久しぶりに心から歌えたのを。あの時七里くんが見てたかもしれなかったから。私はずっとそう言ってほしかったんだって。
Katagai?
見ないでください。私泣き顔ブサイクですから。
I call bullshit. But what am I supposed to do now? I'm powerless as I watch her cry. Words may have contributed nothing to solving the problem, but I'm happy if they mean something to her. You know, I was serious about how your singing affected me. Maybe the power of the mermaid gave you strength.
人魚
From the legend, the origin of the Mermaid Festival. I know you were only here for the contest, but please look it up before coming.
ごめんなさい。
Thanks to you, I thought I thought I saw a real mermaid. Please don't cry and laugh at the same time. Why do girls always laugh at me like this? Ain't that thing they said on the internet about men being more likely to be romanticists than women was true after all. I mean, what's the problem with making someone laugh? As long as it's not like them laughing to make fun of someone, that's just fucking putting a smile on someone's face is just nice. Like, I'll make a fucking fool of myself to give someone like 2 seconds of goddamn laughter. Fucking what a damn new do a fucking work every day. Just fucking joke around as a fucking customer walks by. Something I very frequently do is when I have to ask someone to move aside because I need to get through with like a pallet full of drinks. It's just like, Something I consistently say is when I run someone over, it should at least be on purpose. Let out a sigh. Well, since it's turned out like this, let's talk until morning. Give up on getting any more sleep.
いえ、そこまでは。
Cry as long as you want, God guy, and while you cry, I'll tell you about what I've been struggling with.
ステリ君の
Maybe your openness is contagious. Perhaps fatigue and confusion are making me lose control of myself. See, just like you, there's someone on my mind. It's even stressing me out, actually. I know it sounds like fiction, but after I saved her from drowning, we got really close to each other.
それって
Yeah, it does sound like us so far. Location and situation were totally different, though. No good deed goes unpunished, as they say. She even attacked me. She became extremely hostile toward me. I have wronged her somehow. No, she's still isn't as tense these days as it used to be. I can see it on her face sometimes. This was the case yesterday when I delivered food to the
お
shrine.
ばさんって部屋に入ったのは音楽プレイヤーを探してたからで
But after talking to her, you see, I became more and more attracted to her. Maybe it was her strong character or how secure she felt.
そんな私だって
Are you okay, Kit Guy? You've been sniffling for a while now.
何でもありません
Really? Alright then. Oh, let's take it easy. Long night has just begun. Huh?
やっと起きた。
Morning already.
8時5分前。支度しないとそろそろみずかちゃん迎えに来るわよ。
Does that mean Mom left me sleeping face down on this table even after the store opened? From the looks of it, we haven't had any customers. The restaurant does breakfast too. Oh yeah, I had some nice breakfast earlier today. Essentially, I had to fucking go somewhere to pick up some books at like 8 a.m. And so decided, you know what, fuck it. I'm already awake this early. Might as well go for a nice breakfast. And so me and me mum drove to fucking decided, fuck it, why not? Haven't fucking tried it. Let's try like the fucking breakfast menu at McDonald's or something. Was good. Was good. Like a rare case where McDonald's didn't make my fucking stomach feel like lead afterwards. Though the things that my mom ordered were apparently not that good. I apparently picked out the good stuff, apparently. However, the reason why I'm saying that is because we only went to McDonald's for the breakfast menu because we couldn't go to a Burger King for the breakfast menu. Because for some reason, the Burger King breakfast menu and all the Burger Kings near us start at fucking 10 a.m. They only open at 10 a.m. At that point, why the fuck even bother with a breakfast menu? We're supposed to open at 7, but we're flexible about it, honestly. Basically, Mom gets things ready in the kitchen and only goes to the front when someone enters. During business hours, I may have my meals here alongside the customers or inside the house. Oh, sleepy.
女の子に振り回されて夜を明かすなんて。おうおう、我が息子ながら色男じゃないの。ただし、自分のこともろくにできないのに首突っ込むような男は好きじゃないから、学校は休ませないわよ。
I see. Just as I thought, it took the whole night to have a proper talk with Kat the guy. I knew my body would be tired, but didn't expect to be so out of it. Seriously, when did I even fall asleep? Where's Kat the guy? She's back in the guest room. She asks me while nervously peeking out from the kitchen.
一宿一飯の恩とかって手伝ってくれてるの。いい子よね。うちに欲しいわ。
Seems that the two ladies have introduced themselves properly. Based on what my mom said earlier, she must have been told what happened here last night. But you need to sleep.
ちょっとちゃんと寝ましたから
I don't know how much a little is, but I can trust you, right?
はい
Here's the thing, has she at this point fucking picked up on the fact that he was talking about fucking, what was her name? Kaiden, there we go. Has he at this point picked up on the fact that he was talking about Kaiden, not her? Or is she still misunderstanding? Really? Why's your face so red? Maybe you caught a cold or something.
そんなことは本当にそんなにじっと見られると
She looks down as if to escape my gaze, so I thought she's glancing over me repeatedly. Her gesture so remind me of my upperclassman Shrine Maiden who I talked so much about last night. And does that mean she hates me? I got a little too emotional during our conversation last night. Thanks to that, much of what I told her has vanished from my brain. But I have the feeling I was telling her pretty frankly without holding back. Talking to her pretty frankly without holding back. May have dug my own grave.
おはようございます
Musica makes her appearance, cheerful as always, regardless of the mood or whatever situation we may be in. She confidently steps into the inner part of the store
タ
and
コを起こしてきます
disappears into the main residential building.
今の人は
How could you not notice me?
まさか匠が起きてると思わなかったんじゃない？
Okay, but I'm literally right here. And as fast as the music guy disappears, she speeds back along with hurried footsteps.
イサナさんター君がいないんですけど
Good morning, Mizuka!
あれター君いつの間にこんなところに
I've been here the entire time. I've clumsily made my way up to me. She touches my face and body all over.
ああ本物のター君だ
I regret not setting boundaries with you sooner.
こちらは
The heartbeat caught the guy who hides behind my back. She's a customer.
マーメイドの制服着てるから朝バイトの子を入れたのかと思った
Things
ふー
happened.
んはじめましてでいいかな
Caught the guy replies with a big nod, but her gaze remains
どうし
downcast.
ようター君私この子欲しいかわいい
Well, I got it ready. Spent the night listening to me. I've got to introduce her with Kay, right?
匠、先にしおねちゃんと一緒に朝ごはん食べなさい。水香ちゃんはお家で食べてきた？
Perhaps she's been considered a caught the guy who's still new to our group, but mom's calling Mizuka by her proper name.
食べてきたけどいただきます
Try to have some modesty, Mizuka. We got to help mom make our breakfast. Usually we just take random seats for our meals. Today it seems like we'll be using the table I slept at. Got the guy, what do you want to drink?
水か
Something wrong?
塩ね
Already know your name?
塩ねでいいです
What's with her? Didn't you say you felt more at ease being called by your family name? And that's sad if you want to change how to address someone. I think it's best to keep things subtle, making them wonder with a little off.
塩ねがいいです
Why is she looking at me like that? Well, I suppose the timing's good. Usually feels really awkward to call girls by their first name, but thanks to the Princess Jasmine incident yesterday, I built up some immunity.
牛乳がいいです匠さん
Okay, sure. Wonder if I can make this a habit. Got the guy. No. Gotta keep my word. When Shiona disappears from my view, I let out a long sigh. I met a girl just yesterday, and now I'm using her first name. Wait, huh? Talk to me? What the heck happened there? Turn back to look at Shiona's direction, having a hard time accepting what's happening.
OJ!
I got it. The other girl's still the same as ever, or should I call it faithful to her character. Either way, I proceed to prepare some orange juice for my childhood friend. By the way, OJ is one of those trendy abbreviations young people like to use. We use it on our stock supply list, and Musica's been plagiarizing it because she found it hilarious. One absolutely useless bit of trivia, yeah? I carry a tray of milk, OJ, and my iced oolong tea to our seats and casually put them on the table. Shiona, can you carry 3 bowls at the same time?
はい大丈夫です
Don't push yourself too hard. Managed to say your name just fine, right? Can't be worrying about the same thing over and over. Anyway, I gotta get everyone their chopsticks.
大盛りは匠さんの
As I bring chopsticks back, I find that the iced cup of milk is right next to my oolong tea, while the OJ is on the other side. Did I put them this way? Oh, whatever.
くんどいて、そこ置けない。
As I'm laying out the chopsticks, Miko carries our side dishes over. Okay, okay. Is there anything else we need to get?
汁物はしおねちゃんが言ったから、お漬物とか？
Understood. Return to the kitchen.
美味しそう。って、おや？
What the? Back at a table with pickles in hand, I immediately realized the milk was switched with the OJ, now next to my oolong tea. Is the lack of sleep making me hallucinate? I look at the direction of the kitchen for no apparent reason.
これ、
しおねちゃん気が利くのね。娘に欲しいわ。
そんな、おばあさん、私にもそう言ってるのに。ブーブー。
ちょっと匠聞いた？なんだか母さんモテ期到来の予感。
I hope you enjoy it. I've had enough, and I put my oolong tea in between the OJ and the milk. Mizuka and Shiona just met today at the altar for them to sit next to each other. The school that Mizuka and I go to isn't that far from my house. After walking along the big coastal road for a while, just a short distance inland, and we're already there. I chose the school precisely for the convenience. After all, a restaurant's become a go-to hangout spot for the students there due to its location, making the school even more familiar and thus more desirable for me ever since I was a kid. Cars and cable cars passes by occasionally. On the other side of the road is the summer sea, soon to be open for all, reflecting the summer sun. A bunch of wind turbines are slowly turning in the distance.
いい月曜日。
A nice Monday, huh? Looks like you found a phrase never said before. Compared to me, Mizuko's house is twice as far from school. Her mom and mine have been best friends since college, and as their children, we've been sharing a rather lax relationship. I suppose it's because of Mizuko's personality, though. She never fails to stop by on the way to school and have her breakfast here every morning. It's someone become routine.
でも、しおねちゃんが私たちと同い年だとは驚いたよ。
I can't believe you figured it out just by smelling her. A childhood friend of mine has been blessed or maybe cursed with an abnormally good nose. Although the most she's been able to use it for is figuring out stuff related to long-time acquaintances like me and detecting rotten food.
肌の匂いとかコンディショナーとかでなんとなくだよ。
What kind of superhuman are you?
それで？ターくんはさっきから何を気にしてるのかな？
Nothing's bothering me though.
この匂いは嘘をついてる匂いだね。
Is this supposed to be a JoJo reference? Also, I just realized that I apparently need to flip my fucking camera here since I'm facing the wrong way. I only just now realize that. Transformation. Flip vertical. No, it's the wrong one. I always mix them up. I don't know why. Ah! Oh well, guess I'm doing fucking flips again. There we go. Stop making stuff you read in my manga. Okay, they are just straight up throwing out that as a JoJo reference.
しおねちゃん、別れ際に何言ってたのかな？
Heard
内容まで
that?
は聞こえなかったもん。
I was about to leave the house for school. She had pulled my sleeve and stopped me. She looked like she wanted to say something. She has to go home soon, so I expect her to say thank you or something like that.
昨日の返事、帰ってきてからでもいいですか？
What?
可愛かったもんね。名残惜しかった？
No, how to put it? I don't know what she meant.
おはよう、たくみって窓から何見てたの？
Morning, Miyabi. Just watching sports club members working up a sweat for the upcoming summer competition. Not only the swim team finished their training, they're done changing and have returned to their respective classrooms.
そういえば、昨べ思いついたんだけどね。
Like how the swimming club should do morning practice as well.
思 オンモって言葉あるじゃない。家の表とかそういう。
Yeah. A little. What about him?
なんかちょっとインゴっぽくない？オンモって考えるとドキドキしちゃうの。
Girl, you're a dumbass. Wasted a whole night thinking about that. I bestow her a chop on the head out of friendship.
勘違いしないでよね。別に匠のために女の子になったわけじゃないんだからね。
You're not expecting to get away with literally anything just by saying that, are you? She may look innocently adorable, but Miyabi's an expert at portraying expectations with her profoundly perverted mind. Let me offer a cringe highlight of hers off the top of my head. The pants zipper is pretty similar to a girl, don't you think? You can open and close anytime you want it to.
それはともかく。はい。コピーしたらちゃんと返してね。
What's this SD card for?
あ、ひどい。昨日匠が頼んだんじゃない。
Ah! That was just yesterday, huh? Then I forgot. That's the rest of the info on the Mermaid that Matsuri wanted. Thanks, appreciate it. Too late though. Matsuri and I have exchanged contacts, so I have no way to send her anything. Can you send the data over to my phone as well? Giving up so easily would make me feel bad for Miyabi, who's done her best to help. Take out my phone.
どうしたの？
I won't have my phone and wallet on me today. I lent it both to Shione, who's currently broke. She made it call her guardians to prepare for her journey home. Oh, it's rather excessive, but being the only one who's aware of her circumstances, I can't feel at ease without a little insurance.
別にいいじゃない。お弁当でしょ？
Uh-oh, she won't forget to take my stuff home with her, will she? She did tell me something that suggested she'd wait until I return now. For the time being, I have no choice but to trust her words, however cryptic they may have been.
よくわかんないけど、匠なら1回500円で買ってあげてもいいけど。
Could you please stop acting shy and spare me the dirty jokes early in the morning? Oh, thanks for this, though. Yesterday, too. I'll make use of it. Despite it all, I thankfully accept the SD card.
みやびちゃん、おはよう。おはよう、水香。
By the way, Mizuka's in the same class as us. I don't know if it's because there's something in common between them or because they're so wholly different, but Mizuka and Miyabi often hang out together. I wonder if there's a way to contact Matsuri. Recall the time I spent together with her yesterday trying to find a hint. She was acting suspiciously aloof at the end, or blue in tranquility or whatever stuff. Goodbye was anything but normal. Felt deliberate, resolute. Maybe the grandiose act was part of a plan. Yeah, it's gotta be it. It's just like her to do something like that. Another thing about it was using my phone to look up stuff on the Mermaid. I should secretly save contact info at some point. No, it's just wishful thinking, but the fact that such an absurd idea seems strangely probable for her just shows how extraordinary she can be. I'll look for it after getting my phone back from Shione. Spent the rest of the school day sleep deprived, barely managing to survive. I'm home. The restaurant's packed today.
あら、こっちから帰ってくるなんて珍しい。
Is Shione still here?
今デリバリーに行ってもらってるけど。
Why are you making her work so hard? Either way, it's all thanks to... I bet it's all thanks to Shione that this place is doing so well today. Most of the customers are the old men who usually come here. Rumors spread among the locals at light speed, it
違
seems.
うわよ。行きたいって言ってくれるから。
So you gave her the chance to get away from here. Huh. But she's still not back
え
yet.
え、なんかまだやることがあるって。あ、ちょっと注文入るみたい。
Come on, quickly shifts to one of the customers. Delivery, huh? I know where she is now. Really want to check the contacts list of the phone I lent her.
ただいま戻りました。
She has returned at the perfect time. Her own clothes seem to have dried. Wait, no, she must have found a new set. The clothes she was wearing yesterday should be at the bottom of the sea now. Oh, well, it doesn't matter now. Shione?
たくみさん、
I have something to ask you?
私もお話があるんです。
I know, but mine's kind of urgent.
ごめんなさい。私もすぐに言わな。
Is that so? Right, go ahead then. Seeing as we're at an impasse, I decided to take a step back and let her go first. If I remember correctly, the thing she wanted to tell me was... So, it's about the thing you told me this morning you were replying for yesterday?
はい、そうです。
She took a deep breath in silence.
ですね。
Hold on, before that. Can you tell me what you're replying to? Sorry, but can't seem to remember anything. Her pupils are shaking slightly. I have no idea what happened, but I must have done something terribly wrong.
そうですよね。本気とかじゃないですよね。
Huh?
ごめんなさい。私、勘違いしちゃって、匠さんの。
Shiona dashes out of the store. Wait, Shiona? Just I'm about to run after her.
匠、ちょっと火から手が離せないから、レジにいるお客さんお願いしていい？
Yes, right away. God damn it. Does it have to be right now? My eyes consciously turned the direction where Shiona ran off.
匠、遊びに来たわよ。
今、しおねちゃんらしき人とすれ違ったけど。
Does it have to be now? I'd have asked Mizuka to go off to Shione and take out the register for me. That may be a way out of this.
こら、匠てめえ、しおねちゃんをどこやった？
すみません。お会計いいですか？
Ah! My mind is as confused as it could be.
もういいかい？
まだだよ。
Shiona's gone. The middle-aged regulars gone. The usual students have come to liven up the air with their youthful spirits. Except for me, I'm pulling out my hair over here and taking up a seat. Can't seem to make up my
もう
mind.
いいかい？
もういい？
No, even if I weren't done thinking, I have no intentions of playing with
ま
you.
だだよ。
Or rather, can you shut up, please? I'm on the verge of giving up and my brain is starting to shut down, but I've got to find a solution before it gets too late. Anything Matsuri related can wait for now. Nothing I can do much without my phone. The only possible link to Matsuri being Shiona's hand anyway. Need to think about that for now. No need to think about that for now. That means the biggest problem I have to deal with now is Shione. Reply to what? I say something yesterday to require a reply. Considering it's Shione, I reckon there's a huge possibility she's just misunderstanding something.
よくわかんないけど、追いかけちゃえば？とりあえずそういうのも大事だと思うけど。
But if I don't know why she's so upset, what would I tell her even if I do find her?
探さなきゃいけないし。
If you're worried about how long it'll take, it'll be fine. I know where she might be. Somehow I just have a feeling about where she is. Or rather, it's the only place she knows, probably. As I mentioned, he's carrying my phone and my wallet, that's why.
もしかして、帰っちゃったんじゃないかな。
And she'll lend me my stuff later? Ah, crap, I don't think of that.
もう天気ね。
Mizuka, lend me your phone.
いいけど、どうするの？
Shiona's carrying my phone. I borrow Mizuka's phone and dial my number from the contacts list. And connect.
着信拒否？
電車の中とか。
捨てられて海の中とか。
Aren't you having a little too much fun there, Miss Miyabi? That's too soon to deny the other possibilities. For example, she's being targeted by some persistent frat boys. As the panic starts to show on my face, Mizuka's phone starts ringing.
ター君の電話からだ。
Let me get that. This is Shiona. Hastily answered the
や
phone.
あ、君かい。
Huh? Doesn't sound like Shiona.
残念だな。昨日まで恋人だった私の声を忘れるなんて。
This is Matsuri? What? Why? We just met yesterday. There was nothing between us.
夜を明かしても、君の相槌は小気味いいな。
So why do you have my phone?
片貝しおねさん。先に君も名前を出したから知ってるな。
That's someone's business but our own. More importantly, Matsuri. Didn't you ask me the same thing yesterday about Shirasato?
君の携帯に連絡したら、彼女が緊張しながらも驚くぐらい弾んだ声で出てね。
I think. Must have been waiting for me to call
交
her.
流して大まかながら話を聞いた。
Where are you now? Can't believe she would talk to me so casually like this after that farewell yesterday. That ruined everything. It was even worse than I expected. Maybe she acted like that precisely for this purpose. Now to think about it, yesterday she was next to me when I talked to Miyabi, so she must have known that there was going to be more info on the Mermaid. She was so obsessed with it, so she would never just give up and leave, would she? It works out for me either way. There's only one thing I need to ask about. Is Shione alright? Are you with her? She doesn't seem good at dealing with people.
そんな節もあったが、よほど参ってたんじゃないかな。
Looks like Matsuri staying for Shione, whatever lane.
聞きたいことはあるのだけど、処方箋としてとりあえず対話することをお勧めするよ。
Are you trying to be some relationship doctor?
信じる信じないは君次第さ。
So it's downgraded to some urban legend. Okay, well, I got it. I'll go now.
そうかい。ならば場所だけど、
Suminoe, the place we brought you yesterday, right?
急ぐことだよ。彼女が待ってる。
The call's over.
ふう。でごまかされないわよ、バカタレ。
Ow! She about the back of my head.
まつりちゃんの声、結構抜けて聞こえたし、内容はよくわかんなかったけど。
Seems they've been listening to my conversation with Matsuri out of concern for Shione. that's the case. Alright, I'll spill the beans, but I need some advice first. Not without some form of compensation, of course.
なるほど。用を徹して彼女を説教したと。
That I did. We're on our way to pick Shione up, since Mizuka and Miyabi are tagging along as if it was the most obvious thing ever. I decided to tell them about our conversation with Shione last night in full, but not without obscuring some core facts like the relationship between Shione and her mother. All in order for them to help me figure out what it is Shione is trying to reply to.
けどしおねちゃんが言ってた返事とかって何のことだろうね。
水香ちょっとマジで言ってるの？
Miyabi, don't tell me you figured it out.
まさかはこっちのセリフよ。まさかのおとぼけ幼馴染コンビだわ。女子力以前の問題よ。
I don't think it has anything to do with femininity here, though.
細かい内容はともかく、落ち込んでる子に優しい言葉をかけたんでしょ？
たーくん一旦決めちゃうとすごいもんね。すごく親身になってあげたんだろうね。
He was asking for advice. He's only doing his best to help someone, right?
友達も男とろくに話した経験もない子相手に。
Huh?
責任と別の何かを履き違えて、どうせ俺が力になるとか安請け合いして、一生懸命一生懸命。
Miss, are we still on the same topic? Is some other kind of feeling slipping in here?
いつでも話を聞いてやるから来いとか言って言われた方はきっと思うわよね。私なんかのためにって。
それを夜を徹して朝まで熱烈に一晩中。
Wait, you're making it sound like I was...
結論から言うと匠、あんたその子を説得してたんじゃなくて口説いてたのよ。一晩かけてみっちりとね。
Hey there! The sun's already starting to set, and soon it's gotten windy. Shiona is standing there, keeping her distance from the remaining fishermen. Like yesterday, though, she isn't singing. Oh, I guess it's normal because I don't have time and place. We're all here alone. Matsuri, along with Mizuka and Miyabi, have left us to our own devices.
ごめんなさい。なんか変な感じで出てきちゃって。もう自分の家に帰りますから。
No, I have to apologize. Still wasn't able to come here sooner.
そんな。
I remembered everything. Her eyes look as though they're filled with expectation. However, I still have to apologize. It wasn't my intention, but what I did was no different from flirting, and now she's showing interest. If I can't answer her feelings, maybe it wasn't such a bad idea to pretend I'd forgotten everything. Making things clear will just hurt her even more, but I can't keep on pretending forever. We're already close enough to call each other our first names, and so I owe her the truth at least. I know it's selfish of me, but even after today, after she only returns home, I want to keep in touch. I want to text her, I want to chat on the phone, so I have to apologize to her now. I'm sorry I forgot. I'm really dumb when it comes to these kind of things.
そのお話を聞いてくれて嬉しかったですから。
Yeah, I'm glad I made you
で
happy.
もだからこそちゃんと答えるまでは家に帰っちゃダメだと思って。
I have to say sorry now from the bottom of my heart, as honest as I can be. I'm prepared to get on my knees.
ごめんなさい。
え？
匠さんのことはいい人だって本当に私昨日知り合ったばかりの人とはお付き合いできません。大丈夫ですか？そのショックでした。
No, I'm just surprised that you could make such a sound judgment. And of course, to turn out like this, it's totally normal. Yeah. I inadvertently raised my head to the sky. How did it end up like this, I wonder? How did the notion of hitting on a girl by accident bring about this unbearably embarrassing misunderstanding? The setting sun is burning my eyes.
ですからまずはお友達からと。
Yeah, you're right. Seeing how Miyabi and Matsuri who must have heard the whole story, are absent, I bet they're having a good laugh somewhere. Maiden was led by the nose. The whole embarrassment came from my stupid
でももう
misunderstanding.
ちょっと知り合う時間があればですね。
I know she's trying to comfort me, but my shame is peaked and my self-resentment is keeping me from listening.
このまま地元に帰るのか？
イサナさんに挨拶してからにします。
On the way back to Mermaid, we ran into Matsuri and the others who pretended to be there by coincidence. I didn't forget to send telepathic curses to Matsuri and Miyabi, who are looking downright refreshed.
残念だったね、たーくん。
The plan to turn Shiona down out of me being turned down by her, Mizuka, however, seems unable to grasp such a complicated development. A verbal pat on the back is all I
まあ
get.
確かにあんなので惚れるちょろい女はいないか。
Wish you'd realize that sooner with your conceptualization of femininity you keep boasting about.
匠かわいそう。いつでも慰めてあげるからね。
No guy's gonna fall for that cheap acting. She was only helping. Everything was my own fault for making that embarrassing misunderstanding.
そうそう。聞きたいことがあったんだ。
Matsuri turns to me. I've already handed her the stuff Miyabi sent me, so something to ask
ちょっ
me.
と耳を貸してくれ。
Wonder what it is. Whisper directly in my ear.
しおねさんは、もしかしたら人魚じゃないのか？
Where'd that come from out of the blue? I was gonna laugh at her in revenge for how much she teased me about my wish to meet the mermaid, but she's so serious about it now. How is this fair?
一度もそうは思わなかったか？
Well, a little, just split second. Played captivated by Radiant's singing voice, sure.
墨の絵の伝承とも類似する部分が多々見受けられる。
Isn't that a bit of stretch? Couldn't it just be a coincidence?
残念だ。彼女がこの墨の絵に残るならば、私も越してきたのに。
Stop saying such absurd things. What's with that look?
いや、まあいいさ。
Stop that. It's gotta be in my mind forever, so quit with the act.
たくみさん
How's Shione, huh? What's up?
私いろいろあったらまたここに遊びに来てもいいですか？
Anytime, Mom and the others will be happy to see you. If anything, why not come next weekend?
本当ですか？
Yeah, I mean, we're friends now, right? We should start as friends, as far as I know. The saddest form of friendship, though. However, that's not where the story ends. Mom.
おかえり。あ、しおねちゃんいる？
なんでしょう？
しおねちゃん、しばらくうちで一緒に暮らすことになったから。
はい。
A Maiden Serenade.
たくみさん、起きてください。たくみさん。ダメです。遅刻してしまいますよ。たくみさん。
He's so gentle today.
そうですか？
They ain't gonna wake me up.
そんな。はーい、たーくん起きよう。朝だよー。あれ？しおねちゃん？おはようございます。そんな緊張しなくていいのに。それよりたーくん起きないでしょう。はい。もうかかと落とした？まだまだそんなことではたーくん殺しのスペシャリストとは呼べないね。
You want some of this? Come get some!
たーくんおはよう。
You're already so lively in the wee hours of the morning, Musica. I can't help but respond in full when it comes to her. Morning to you too, Shione.
はい。おはようございます。しおねちゃん、なかなか私に出れないんだよね。
She's not too friendly to me. She did turn me down once though. Just remembering it makes me die inside a
い
little.
つから学校に来るの？
She took the transfer exam just the other day, so it's going to take some more time, I think. Apparently Shione was going to transfer to our previous school anyway. Out of her previous school anyway. The plans never changed, only the destination, but due to the absurdity of recent events, I'm losing the ability to tell what's normal.
転校生を紹介します。
She should have done an involuntary glance at each other. Don't tell me. No, Shione hasn't even gotten her uniform
どう
yet.
ぞ。
And the person who enters the classroom is... Hi, Matsuri.
元巣は祭りです。よろしく。
Not Shione, but someone I know very well. After witnessing her well-prepared self-introduction, I've raised my voice to protest as she rests down on the designated seat, which happens to be close to mine. Why does everything you do have to be so absurd?
君、前にも同じことを言ったね。
I don't really remember, but I have every right to say that. Matsuri smiles briefly at my
君が
grumble.
何かを非常識と感じるなら、そもそも常識の規格そのものが違うのか、非常識が通るほどの何かがあると考えるべきじゃないかな。
Run that by me again, please.
おそらく私は前者だろう。
I said I don't understand. No, don't hee me. It's out of the frying pan and into the fire. Though the excitement of the festival simmered down, the world keeps spinning. Seems the coming days will be no less eventful.
退屈。
On the Wii?
退屈を禁じ得ぬ愛レターと恐れられた
Oh,
わ
she's
ら
one
ば
of
の
those.
ヒヒ振りしきる
Oh,
カイ
she's
ナ
one of those. Oh, she's one of those.
それでも虚無の疑似結界と名約に縛られたこの地に穴をうがつことがかなわぬとはなあ因果の力を取り戻せばその程度始祖たるわらわには造作もないことではあるのだがな今のエイジ・オブ・ザ・ムーンはピークの1割にも満たぬゆえいずれはねそれまでは致し方あるまいこの蝕む退屈がわらわの肌を虫のように這いずることを見逃そうそうよな破格発狂しそうだ
I'm being overtaken by Le Cringe.
だが幸い人間がある有象無象のようであればなかなか興味深い個体もある肉体的にも精神的にも未熟な緑ではあるがな例えばあやつらの枷の一つ三大欲求何だったかな深淵食欲性欲睡眠欲かよどみないなさすがよ深淵わらわの知識を分解再構成して独立させたユニットだけのことはある今々しいあの連中に知識の封印をされてからこの程度のことも思い出すのに時間がかかるしかしその封印もわらわ相手では完全には敷ききれなんだようじゃな徐々にほころびつつあるともあれ哀れよな人間は肉を持つ以上法則に制限されるのは仕方ないが結果こうしてわらわらが今あるアストラルレイヤーを感知さえできぬ破末さえ食だなんだと非生産的な行為を
カリンお母様がご飯できたって今晩はカリンが食べたいって言ってた鶏の唐揚げだそうよお父様をお待たせする前に行きましょう
Yeah, 100% hear the Wonko now.
火を消してあと片付けるのはカリン
She's hiding it.
もしか
She's
して
hiding her
寝ちゃってるん
cringe.
じゃ何どうしたの今の音入るからねカリン開けちゃダメちょっと寝ぼけちゃってたみたい、お姉ちゃんは心配しないで先に行ってて私もすぐ追いかけるからね今日はストロベリーこれアロマキャンドルの香りよねカリンの部屋の前にまで甘い匂いがしてきてるんだけどさっきね布団に入る前にリラックスしたい気分になってまさかとは思うけれどまた雰囲気がどうとかで電気を消してろうそく1本だけ灯してたとかそういうことはないわよねまさかそうよね火の扱いとか基本的に信用しているけれどふざけたりはしちゃダメよって前にやった時にあれほど釘を刺したもんね忘れるわけあるまい姉御様に電ボを叩かれると数日は痛みが引かぬのださっきの物が崩れたような音も私が来たから慌てて片付けようとろうそくの火を消したら真っ暗になって手が当たっちゃったとかじゃなくて寝ぼけてただけよねそうだよもう大丈夫お姉ちゃんはカリンを信じてるからお姉ちゃんそういえばさっきのドタバタで机の上の携帯が充電器から落ちちゃってないじゃなくて携帯が充電器からあれ別に外れてないよ机で布団に入って寝たのお姉ちゃんは先に行っててはいはいわかりましたお父様たち待ってるんだからなるべく早くねわかってる
はあ間一髪であったな所詮は現世における肉の器白里かりんの血縁白里楓
Yeah, I've heard a lot of the characters at this point. I do feel a need to just check for voice overlap because I don't hear any thus far. Okay, first off is Shione. She's someone in Arcana. Oh, is it fucking like the blue hair one? No, never mind. It's fucking Misaki. Shione is Misaki. That don't fit together. Oh, apparently she's also Azia from DxD. As well as a character that we never got to see in Daidoshokan no Tsujikai because she's exclusive to like the fucking PlayStation 3 version. Library Party, that's where it is from. Specifically. So like the PS Vita version as well as Switch and PS4 version. Anyways, now on to Mizuka. Or someone an under night in birth, Hiroha. Do not know who that is. Oh, Tokino in Hello Lady. Fucking bitch ass. Oh, and Misa. Mizuka is Misa apparently. I don't hear it personally, but it is. There should be someone else I know then as well. Apparently not though. Oh, never mind. I should tell Kasumi. On to Matsuri. Ew. Setsuna in White Album too. She voices cock. Tsugumi in Daitoshokan no Tsujikai. Oh. Fucking Aki in Majikoe. She's Entua? Oh, she's Entua. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's fucking. That's sick, actually. That's sick, actually. Even. Oh, and she's Rika in Arcana as well. Like even just the fucking sudden surprise with the water domino makes this really fucking sick. Yeah, she's fucking into the fucking daughter of that one general from the I forget what the fucking nation was. It only comes up like once. Also, for some reason, she's only listed as a side character in Mask of Truth, even though she's also a character in Mask of Deception. Anyways, now we move on to Karin here. Oh, it's Rena and Majikoi. And not Majikoi, in Tsujusano Junai Road, and Tsubame and Majikoi. Again, based. This does also make her Miho in Sabre the Witch. Fucking gay girl in it. And also fucking Sylvie in Grisaya. Phantom Trigger. So I've never fucking played that one, so I don't fucking recognize the character. But some of you might, so might as well point it out. Oh! Dragon Princess, Suzuka. She's fucking Suzuka in Dragon Princess. Anything else? Seems to be it. At least I don't recognize any other names right now. And finally, I am also checking Isana and Miyabi. First of all, let's go with Isana here. She voices someone in fucking Schwarzmarken, oh lord. Now in Grisar Chronos Rebellion, like a fucking Chronos Rebellion original character. Other than that, I don't recognize any of these characters. Oh, never mind, she voices someone in fucking Mary Skelter. Kari. Who was Kari again? Alright, she's not one of the main characters, she's a fucking side character. No, the characters though. Well, on to Miyabi. 5 roles. 2 of which are 2 different entries for 2 different White Album things. One White Album 2 and the other White Album 2 mini after story. Fucking Mizusawa Io. And that's it for Miyabi, holy shit. A lot of rolls on that one. Well, while we're at it, might as well check the fucking Maid as well, since that's the last one that hasn't been checked. A lot of these names just scream straight up porn game. Like, holy shit. Oh, Karigora Serenade. Kyo. Aranami Kyo. She's fucking Kyo. From Karigorashi. It's fun. Apparently someone from fucking Nukitashi. Reizin Toka. Fucking know who that is. Sugar Style, Mao. She's Mao in Sugar Style. And don't personally recognize anything else right now. After that, oh lord, she voices someone in multiple Moto Haramase games. Oh no. No. Whoops, I closed one too many tabs. I still want to keep open the Maiden Serenade page. There you go.
それだけではあるが、あの姉御様にわらわの存在を悟られるわけにはいかぬ。
ってあれで言ってるわけないんだけどね。あ、やっぱりこの間お説教した時と同じ配置。カリン、あなたまた部屋の電気を消してキャンドルだけつけるとか暗い遊びをしてたでしょう。お姉ちゃん。なになの、よくわかんないけどお姉ちゃんがその気なら私だって戦うよ、死ぬよ。ちょっと動転して悲壮な決意を固めないでよ。別に怒ってるわけじゃないんだから。言ったでしょ、お姉ちゃんはカリンを信じてるって。 カリンはこれまで真剣なお願いはちゃんと聞いてくれてきた。もし似たことを繰り返したって意識は違うはずだものね。もう灰皿を用意したからって人型に切り抜いた和紙をキャンドルの炎で炙ったりはしてないでしょ。
あれは若気の至りというか、もうしません。そのキャラの方向性もなんか違ったし。
よろしい。
あれでもだったらなんで今ここに？
興味本位。どうしちゃったの？なんだか悲しそうな顔して。
お姉ちゃんってどうして私にだけそんな意地悪するの？
妹からまっすぐにひどい誤解を受けてる。
学園だと高嶺の花とか完璧超人とか大和なでしことか、いっそプリンセスとプリンセスなんて2つ名までつきそうな勢いなのに。
そんなことないとか2つなって何とか言いたいことはたくさんあるんだけど、とりあえず受験を控えてるお姉ちゃんに妹の英語力を心配させないで。
お姉ちゃんが気づこうとしてないだけだもん。私なんてお姉ちゃんの妹ってだけでどれだけ迫害されてることか。
カリンだって意地悪とか私の気持ちを分かってくれてないじゃない。私そういうの苦手なんだろうな。彼の件もあるし。
ね
何？
え、お姉ちゃんって学園でお友達いるの？
普通にいるけど、そんな聞き方されちゃうとなんだか本当はいないみたいだからやめてちょうだい。
じゃあその人にも意地悪とかしてる？
っていうか、そもそも私そういうつもりじゃないんだけど。もちろんいるわよ。他に一人くらい。
どんな人？
どんなってそれは後輩とか？
お姉ちゃんが部長をやってる水泳部の？
違うんだけど近いというか。
どういうこと？
こんな話をしてる場合じゃないわよ。うちは家族全員揃わないといただきますしないから、お父様とお母様がきっと食卓で待ちくたびれているわ。
そうだった。
行きましょうカリン。
もしかしてごまかせたって思ってる？
やっぱりカリンは先に手を洗ってきなさい。私が先に行って謝っておくから急いでね。
今度こそ退散したか。不意打ちには少々驚いたが、緊急時に疑似人格の白里カリンを自動で走らせる暗示をかけておいて正解だったわ。あの姉御様を動揺させる人間が学園にいるらしいことはなかなか興味深かったが、ああ、分かっておる。心配するな深淵。手など下さん。わらわは人間に極力干渉せぬよ。しかし夕げだったか。食欲だのと肉の器は本当に不便よな。さてわらわも向かうか。
Fried chicken! Fried chicken!
それって思春期特有の病気と言われる
No, we were just forced to watch one of those.
言わんとしていることは理解したけれど、そう結論付けるのは少し請求じゃないかな。
Seemingly unoffended by Miyabi's indifferent tone of voice, Matsuri casually replies.
確かに墨の絵の人魚のような伝承に興味はある。しかしね、私のそれはおそらく民族学に近しいものなんだ。それだってマクロに見れば同じなのかもしれないけど、あまり安易に認めたくはないかな。
つまりどういうこと？
個人的には先の病気とは別のものだと主張させてもらいたい。理由は？先の言葉はどうも好意的に刺激される記憶がなくてね。どうしたってあまりいい気がしない。
No, Tsum, if it really is cringe deep down, it works for Matsuri because she plays it off well, huh? Not sure why I noted that. Definitely have no reason to do so.
まあ他人が抱く印象に文句をつけてもね。ただネガティブなのは否定したいってだけなんだ。あいにく私は例の病気、失調かな。その判例は知っていても罹患した患者さんとお近づきになった経験まではなくてね。現実にそんな状況に遭遇した時、私が惹かれるのか反発するのかは予想つかないな。
そもそも一目見ただけでそうとわかるあからさまなやつそうそういないよね。
でもターくんは小さい頃腕時計のストップウォッチを動かして道ですれ違う人の戦闘能力とか勝手に測ってたよね。
Stop, please, you reveal too much. Simple plea is all I can muster as my soul leaves my body.
さすがに今はやってないと思うけど、あ、漫画とかだとそういうの可愛い子が多くない？
You're learning all the wrong lessons from my stuff again, aren't
自
you?
意識やコンプレックスに端を発するものらしいから、潜在的な罹患者は程度の差はあれ多いだろうけど、傍目からわかるレベルとなるとね。
Navigating life would be unbearable at that
そ
point.
っか、そうだよね。周りの人の反応とか怖いもんね。
私が先にネガティブと称したのはそれだね。自覚があるからこそあまりこの趣味は公言しないのさ。もっともせっかくこうして墨の絵まで来たのだから、自分らしくないことをしてみたいかなと。
And her putting all her money into a donation box without thinking twice on the day of the Mermaid Festival would say was a good example. When I heard about it at a later date, it seemed to me the most Matsuri-like thing ever. Bless your soul. Truly from the bottom of my heart.
てかそもそもこの学生の貴重な放課後に何の話してたんだっけ？
そういえばなんだか衝撃発言があったような。
私の趣味を思春期の精神疾患のイメージでネガティブに捉えるのは勘弁してほしいと。
Nah, before that someone said something like that made you go on into full-on denial about being cringe. I vaguely remember
どう
that.
してというと、ああ、
Matsuri seems to remember.
片貝しおねさん。私は彼女のことを人魚ではないかと疑っているのだけれど、
How do you expect us not to cringe after saying
決し
that?
て生半可な気持ちではないのだが。
That only makes it worse.
まあまあ、とりあえずそろそろ本題の方に行くとしましょう。
あ、そうだったね。
世話になるよ。
Damn it, it's still pretty hot at this time of the day.
期末が終わればすぐ夏休みって時期だもんね。
まつりちゃんもどうせ転校してくるなら期末が終わってからにすればよかったのに。
内容よりは授業範囲の違いが気になるかな。近々それもご教授願えるかい？
Here annoying.
もちろん、いつでもマーメイドにお越しください。
Why are you doing it at my place? Matsuri transferred to our school today. Having survived the bombardment of questions from her peers during her first day, as is the fate of all transfer students, this is her first taste of free time after school. Since Mizuka, Miyabi, and I are already acquainted with Matsuri, she's asked us to show her around the school.
全校生徒の数はよく覚えてないけど、確かね、学年ごとに普通科は6クラス、芸術科が1クラスあるんだよね。
Try to hold on to your confidence until the very end next time, okay? That, yeah, sounds about right.
今いる普通の教室が並んでるのが南棟、あっちにあるのが教科演習室が固まってる北棟ね。購買部と食堂はこっちの1階。
他には運動場、体育館、テニスコートに武道場、運動部の部室と、それに音楽館なんてのもあるかな。
Any questions?
部活動はどうなっているのだろ
へえ、意外。部活に興味あるんだ。
まつりちゃん、スポーツ万能そうだもんね。
う？そうじゃないよ。
His mom's right.
いや、入部するつもりはないんだ。 ただ伝承や考古学を研究している期間があればご助力願うこともあるかもしれないと思ってね。
You're pretty dedicated, aren't you? Never even thought of doing something like that. It makes me jealous seeing someone with such passion, no matter what it's for. Nevertheless, I'm not sure she was serious or not about but the thing about she only being a mermaid and all is a little warm.
どうだろう、あだ名が妖怪ハンターの客員教授でもいい。
でもいいってそんな人いないし、あいにく伝承や風土記をメインに据えてる部活もないわね。
一番近いのは図書館部か文芸部かな。
図書館部と文芸部、そこはどのような活動をしているんだい？
図書館部は入部から卒業までに図書館に貯蔵されている蔵書を読み干そうって部活ね。ビブリオマニアとメガネの巣窟よ。
Isn't that generalization? Can't all have glasses.
郷土資料のコーナーがあったはずだから、中には詳しい人もいるんじゃないかな。
なるほど。けど図書館に出ているなら自分で読めるかな。では文芸部は？
文芸部は
どうしたんだい？
No, I was just wondering if the literary club really exists.
部室別当じゃなかったかな。入学した時しおりで読んだような。
マイナー部は活動内容が分かりづらいのよね。
ただ歴史は図書館部よりある、あったはずだから、そういうのが好きな先輩が残した拾い物はあるかも。
What's that complicated
い
expression?
やね、その両部を統合することはできなかったのかと思って。
Because they do different things. The library club only reads. The literary club writes as well. At least that's what I've heard.
うちの部活動は自主性を重んじるとかで、簡単な条件さえ満たせば設立自体は結構緩いのよね。だから乱立してるんだけど、当然テリトリーが被ったりとか問題も発生する。交渉から解決まで責任を負うのが生徒の領分なの。
なるほど。設部や入部は簡単でも廃部や退部は難しいという方針なのかな。
そうそう、だからいさかいも多くて、例えば水泳部と遊泳部とかね。特に水泳部は最悪。いつか死人が出るわ。
そうなのか。
Matsu seems to be rolling with the accusation, but Mizuka gives me a panic look and tells me she wants to do something about it. Yeah, I guess we should correct her properly. So raise mad to bestow me of your bonk with a head.
誰か携帯が震えてないかな。
私じゃないけど、こっちの方からって匠は手を挙げて何やってるの？
Bonk.
なんでチョップ？
You got lucky this
いや
time.
今叩かれたし。
Hello, Mom. Is this the business house? Should run out of some ingredients?
聞いてないし、聞いてないし。
ナンシーって私のこと？
あんたたちいつも仲良しね。
Please don't mind the background noise.
匠のバカせっ。
Shut up.
ふぐり。
I KO Miyabi with a gentle but fatal jab of hell, then shift my attention to the call with Mom. Business as usual on my end, yep.
いや、だいたい想像つくから別にいいけど。
So what's the matter?
そっちってしおねちゃんいる？
Well, of course I'm still at school. Could have easily assumed my response or question strikes me as
やっ
odd.
ぱり会えてないか。
Huh? What do you mean? Is she only at school right now?
しおねちゃんが？
へえ。
Looks like they both overheard. So did you see it for the transfer procedures? Would you ever come back for the house bike?
学園でのあんたら。っていうか、多分あんたを影からこっそり見てみたいって。
Why didn't you stop her? That's freaky. Start looking around just to be sure, but fail to find Shiona anywhere. I don't think she's
どう
here.
もね、そんなことになってそうな気がしたから連絡してみたんだけど。
And what's that, by the way?
30分くらい前？
That's when she contacted you, right? Okay, we'll look around for her. I hang up.
しおねちゃんどうかしたの？
I think she got lost in our school. Tell him what I heard from Mom.
手分けしよう。その方が効率がいい。
Hold your horses, transfer student number 2. What if we end up having to look for you too?
大丈夫だよ、匠。いいかい？普通学園じゃ迷子にはならない。
You know what? You got me. She's making too much sense here. Imagining poor Shiona's smiling face brings me a tear to my eye and reminds me of what's at
オリ
stake.
エンテーリングみたいなものかな。 足を使って校内の構造も覚えられそうだとなると、誰が一番最初に彼女を見つけられるかな？
I don't think it really matters who finds her, but try to be as fast as you can anyway. If you're so shy around people, there's a good chance she's stuck somewhere and able to reach out for help. Knowing Shiona wouldn't be strange if you were hiding in a dark corner out of fear of people around her.
そうだね。
walking around.
不謹慎だったかもしれない。すまない。
I didn't think you were, but Mizuga, you're up.
オッケーだよ。
I think you'll be fine, but can you go with Matsuri just in case?
だからオッケー。
Brady, my childhood friend, already knew what I was gonna say. Counting you, especially, you know.
ダー君って私を麻薬捜査犬か何かと勘違いしてるよね。
Of course not. You're my dear childhood
もう
friend.
いいけど。みやびちゃんはどうしようか。
She'll wake up eventually. Leaving behind Miyabi, who's writhing on the floor, Mizuga and Matsuri and I split into 2 groups to look for Shione. Alright, gotta find her quick. After partying with the other 2, I deliberately head down the hallways less traveled and eventually arrive at the second building. Judging from Shione's personality, I'd say we have a good chance of finding her here, or rather it's just a hunch. Nevertheless, she wouldn't be standing somewhere obvious like the middle of a corridor, would she? It's got to be a dark corner. He's gonna find Karin instead. So that means I have to check every single corner of this building. Maybe she'll make an appearance if she notices me. Nah, she could be shutting her eyes out of fear. Guess she didn't expect her to call out to me or anything. Oh, the classroom at the back looks like it's open. Should be the classroom again? On the white nameplate. Oh, right. Let's take a peek. Excuse me. The view is pretty limited from the outside, so I decided to enter. Doesn't look unused, at least. Someone inside, but some tells me the people have been frequenting here. Some of the classrooms like this don't have a separate desk for each student. Instead, they're equipped with long, shareable desks. And on one of them, there's a note. I wonder what subject this was used for. Pick it up. The title is... what language is this? Content is legible. It's written in Japanese. Okay, what do we got here? The Mermaid legend is to me noise but a fraction of the greater truth. Well, isn't Matsuri looking for written records on folklore like this? I'm prepared to put all my energy into reading comprehension. I quickly switched to skimming. Now I'm just thumbing through the pages. Take my eyes off the thing. It's quite obviously an incomplete work. Content is nowhere close to what I'm looking for. It has nothing to do with folklore. Even worse, I took psychic damage just reading it. I'm curious about this Serenade mermaid legend. Despite promising the truth, the notebook is infested with falsities. The most frequent phrases include Raven Black, Darkness, Mystic Eye, Covenant, Netherworld, Familiar. On the Victor Roses shall kill, under the act of annihilation and rose. Nah, that's enough. This is kinda... That is beyond cringe. 100% unironic fantasy interpretation of reality. Huh? As a girl at the entrance of the costume, I have no idea how long she's been standing there. As soon as she notices the notebook I'm holding in my hands, she strides forward and snatches the notebook away from me. Well, that speaks volumes. It's hers, isn't it? She looks down without saying a word. Can't blame her. Don't know if this is a good comparison or not, but I'd say anger is justified when someone reads your diary without permission. Her secret has been exposed. By me, it's obvious that she's angry. Judging from the way she forcefully took the notebook from me, maybe it's not an exaggeration to say I've humiliated her. I'm sorry?
謝った。
Intentionally or not, an apology at a time like this is no different from a confession. I just admitted I read her notebook. I should have lied or made up a better excuse.
ここは文芸部です。
Huh?
文芸部なんです。
Ah, so that's why. I see, I got it. In other words, this notebook must have contained her club activities. Its true nature, be it random musings, beliefs, or painstakingly detailed delusions, matters not. So this must be their club room. My mind is occupied by a dozen
出てってください。
Before that, can I at least apologize to you properly?
一刻も早く。
Okay, so An apology would never land correctly, not while she's upset like this. I bowed to her, then turned to the exit. As I head out the
どこ
door.
まで読みました
Huh?
これ
She points at her notebook. Fairy tale suddenly pops in my head. A god has appeared and asked the woodcutter if he dropped the golden or silver axe into the lake. In this situation, should I choose the golden axe, lie to her that I haven't read anything, and hopefully make her feel at ease? Or a mix of truth and deceit, silver axe, tell her what I've only read a little. Sorry I've read everything. I earnestly apologize to her. I have no confidence in telling white lies. No, there's no such thing as a happy ending during times like these, but still, I have
ク
to...
レアバイブルを人間風情が目にするとはわらばともあろうものが何たる失態。いやわらばの落ち度ではない。この人間が闇の結界を越え介入してきたその事実をいかんとすべきで。異界の航海より800年ぶりの人魚が現れたのはつまりこの予兆であったということか。すでにこの人間も無意識に使い魔とされ分かっておる深淵よ。こうなった以上もはや他に手は。
Hey, what are you bumbling about?
まずは封印を解放せねば。久しく見ていないな。すべての光を食らい尽くす赤い闇をまた虚無のカイナで自称を吸わねばならぬとは文明が300年ほど後退するやもしれぬが。
Been a while. I tend to point it at the screen as of late. Hey, wait, where are you going? Try to stop the girl, but she continues to unsteadily wobble toward the entrance while murmuring something. Then she turns back to look at me in an absolutely emotionless expression.
アルニピクトローゼス。
Where? She proceeds to leave the classroom after uttering several vaguely familiar words. Did I mishear her? More importantly, what's wrong with her? With that girl? No, wait, I've gone severely off track. Well, in case she doesn't come back, I guess I should shut the door here. Huh? Shione? Upon seeing me, Shione runs towards me, then proceeds to hide behind my back. So you've been here all this time. She doesn't reply and instead holds tighter onto me. Maybe we shouldn't have split up after all. Seeing her like this, she'd probably have run away if someone other than me had found
や
her.
あ、見つかったみたいだね。たーくん、こっちこっち。
これ匠以外は無理ゲーでしょ。
Yes, we seem to have gained a member. After finding Shione, was surprisingly easy to meet up with the others. Yevi seems to have resurrected as well. Thank you for helping me find her, Shione. Go thank them. Huh? At that moment, I noticed the presence of another person. Shirasato!
事情を知って手伝ってくれてたの。
Noticing confusion on my face, Mizuka starts explaining. So that's how it is. For a perfect honest student like her, helping others must be a business as
お
usual.
久しぶりですね。
Actually, I think we met during the festival just the other day. She simply smiles at my remark. Deep down inside, I find what she is said to be pretty mean. I guess I'm just not a match for
た
her.
くみさん、お知り合いなんですか？
Sheena whispers a question to me.
そりゃあ3年の白里楓先輩と言ったら有名だもん。
Mia, be here. Ears too keen for her own good cuts.
真面目で凛々しく生徒や教師の人望も厚い全校男子から人気の高い高嶺の花。
白里先輩は淡白神社の巫女さんでもあるんだよ。
She nods as she listens. I'm not read. The two already met during the festival.
あなた方とは他の場所で会うことが多いのですけどね。遊泳部部長さんと遊泳部の皆さん。
そうでしたわね、水泳部部長さん。
ん？そのフレーズはどこかで聞いたような。
Can you two please stop with the meetings quarreling? Shione, of course, doesn't know a single thing about our situation. I can basically see the question mark in her eyes. Not to put it nicely, they're like rivals, I guess.
ライバル。素敵ですね。
Shione slightly clamps her hands in front of her chest. It actually isn't as lovely as you think. Captain of the swim team, the perfect Japanese beauty, is kind to everyone. At the captain of the swimming club, easygoing and affable to all. The two simply cannot get along, and it has nothing to do with my sour relationship with the former. Usually Miyabi is the one to throw shade first, and Shirasato resorts with sound arguments. The brawl is mostly over territory, sparked by the similar activities of the two clubs. Members of said clubs can hardly relate to their captains. They've concluded that the bickering is simply a result of incompatible
確
personalities.
かライバルってやるな、そっちこそって握手とかされるんですよね。
Shione, being Shiina, fails to read the room.
え？
私間違ったことを言っちゃいました。ごめんなさい、知らなく ですしおねちゃんが落ち込んじゃった。
That's because she said something unnecessary.
いいのかな、お二人方。明るい学園生活を信じている少女の笑顔を陰らせたままで。
ですが別に付き合う必要はないような。
やるな。
そちらこそ。
The two of them share a tight
見
handshake.
てしおねちゃん、あれがライバルだよ。素敵ですね。
Beneath the smiles is a raging fire. I'll just pretend I don't see their fingers folding over into deranged vice grips.
じゃあ合流もできたみたいだし、私はこの辺で。
Shizato is about to leave, but before she does, Shiona takes a small step forward. She probably wants to say thank you. However, right before that.
白里先輩、実は私も今日転校してきたばかりで。
Do you remember seeing her during the festival the other day?
嘘をついても仕方ありませんしね。なるほど、道理で見ない顔だと思いましたわ。
まるで全員の顔でも覚えているのか。
みやびちゃん、それでどうかなさいました？
ついでに部活見学もしてまして。そうだ、可能なら水泳部と遊泳部の活動を見学させていただけませんか、今から。
Stop lying, will you? She made it clear earlier that she had no intention of joining the club. She's scheming again, eh? I'm sure she has stuff to Matsurian now. This seems like a good place to end it. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye bye.